The Meg, directed by John Turteltaub and starring Jason Statham, Bing Bing Lee, Rainn Wilson, and Cliff Curtis, just to name a few. The Meg is based on a novel which I haven't read, but I have to say this movie makes me want to read it, and tells the story of a rescue diver who comes across during one of his rescues a megalodon, which is a prehistoric shark. And nobody believes him, and 5 years later, some other people are trying to, well, oceanographers, I guess they are, trying to discover what lies in the deepest depths of the ocean, and they find out the hard way that the Meg is 100% real. This movie, Now, here's the thing. I was super psyched for this movie when I first heard about it. And my main reason for that is that very early on, I believe they said this movie was going to have an R rating. A shark movie with an R rating is a fantastic movie, in my opinion. And not to mention, good shark movies are few and far between. You can basically count them on one hand. Otherwise, you get your sci-fi movie of the week, or Shark Month, or Shark Week, whatever it is, type movies. So when I saw the pedigree behind the Meg, I mean, John Turteltaub is the man who's directed the National Treasure movies. It was actually quite fun. And we have Jason Statham as our titular hero, Rainn Wilson in there for some comedy, and so on and so forth. I was really hoping for that R rating to give this movie that extra punch or that extra bite that a movie like this usually needs. So I was really disappointed when I heard that they were going to go PG-13. And we all know why they did it. They did it for the bucks. It's just such a slap in the face as a genre fan to know that you could get these really quality, awesome horror movies, but yet the studios always think about catering to the masses at the end of the day. They don't really care about you personally or what genre you like. It's all about the money. And you know what? I get that. All of that said, all that ranting over, the Meg was really entertaining. Now, like I said, I haven't read the book, and from other reviews that I've seen, apparently it's pretty faithful, but at the same time they leave a lot out. There is a lot more gore, like I said, a lot more bloody deaths. I mean, it's a giant ass shark, what you're gonna expect. But for what we got, this movie is really entertaining. I recommend checking this out in IMAX because you need that big screen for this big shark. Is just perfect. Jason Statham, I have to say I really liked him here a lot. I love Jason. He's an awesome actor, awesome action star. But somehow here he dialed it down a bit. He wasn't just, you know, kicking ass kind of thing. Granted, you know, it's a shark. He's not going to punch it. But what I mean by that is, you know, he's always this 100% hardcore, badass, doesn't smile that much type of character. Here he came across much more like an everyman, and I really like that aspect of him. There's even a point where, you know, he shows fear because he did go through something very traumatic. And unlike, you know, your normal generic action hero just jump back into the fray, he does hesitate to get back into this situation again. So I really appreciated that. I also thought he had fantastic chemistry with Bing Bing Lee, who plays, she's an oceanographer who doesn't trust him at first, you know, but of course, you know, it's Jason and he's sexy, and she learns that he's a much different person than what she thought he would be. The chemistry between them was really lovely, as well as the little girl who plays Mei Ling. She was wonderful. You know, child actors can be annoying in these types of roles. They either scream too much or cry too much or do crap that get on your nerves. This little girl was smart and sweet and sassy. All the right amounts in those things. She was perfect. I really adored her in this. And overall, everybody did fantastic jobs. There wasn't much to do though for other characters in this. You know, there was a lot more humor as well than I thought we would have in something like this. And there's nothing wrong with that. It actually did make me laugh here and there. My biggest complaint with this has to do with that PG-13 rating because everything has been dialed down, and you can tell. The blood doesn't look as red. The attacks don't seem as vicious. This movie does take a little bit of time to build before we actually get to see the Meg. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's kind of like a Godzilla thing where the Meg kind of kicks in from halfway through. That's fine. That's not my issue. My issue really is I never felt the true impact of the damage that this shark could do. I wanted to see limbs missing and severed and people screaming while they're like pointing at their missing arm or something. And I just feel like this movie, how to put it, it was a really nice, well-made, good tasting cake, but it didn't have the icing to give it that finishing touch. It could have been so much better, but it's still a very entertaining shark movie. It's like a sci-fi shark movie, but on a much better, bigger budget. So I'm gonna give the Meg a 6 out of 10. If you like shark movies, yeah, I recommend checking it out. I would definitely rate it as one of the better shark films out there. I really liked The Shallows. I think that was last year or the year before. I thought that was a fantastic shark movie where that shark, as CG as that shark was terrifying. That movie is really well shot. If you want to see a good shark movie, and you haven't seen The Shallows, I definitely recommend you check that one out. The Meg, yeah, it's entertaining. I don't think you'll be bored with it, but you know what? I'm gonna wait until they release that unrated version that you know is coming. You know they're gonna stick their hands in your pocket again and they're gonna reach in there for that R-rated Blu-ray that you're gonna buy because you want to see this movie in its full glory. So yeah, I'm gonna check that out when it comes out. And until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. It's much appreciated. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can click on my face over there. And you can watch me rant and rave about past movies over there. And until next time, bye-bye.